Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing this makeup look. This is a gorgeous blue eye makeup with a cut crease and glitter and rhinestones and just everything you could ever want in an eye makeup. Let me know what you think of my new setup. I have moved around our house once again and I kind of like the background of this one a little bit better because it looks nice and like white and whatnot. But yeah, I tried to change up my routine a little bit today and use some products that I don't usually use. So I hope you enjoy this video, and if you want to see how I did this look, please keep watching. I have a very vague idea of what I'm going to do in my head, so let's hope it all turns out fine. Today I'm feeling blue and green kind of vibes, so we'll see how this goes. First thing I'm going to start with is the MAC Soft Ochre paint pot all over my eyelids. This is so hard with like nails, trying to get your finger in. I could use a brush, but who's got time for that? I just want to show that I cleaned all my brushes, finally, and now I have a ridiculous amount to choose from. First thing I'm going to do is set that with some RCMA No Color powder. This just helps everything blend really nicely together. Next, I'm going to use a Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush and the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette, which looks like this. I'm going to start with the color Safe Word and just buffing that straight into my crease. And I'm really blending out that outer edge, so it looks basically like it fades to nothing. I have such bad eczema at the moment, it's so frustrating. Okay, now that is nice and blended, I'm going to be taking the colour Poison with a slightly smaller brush. This is the Sigma E38, so it's slightly smaller than the E40. And start working that into the crease again, just a little bit less blended out. Then using that E40 brush again, going over the edges. This doesn't have anything on it anymore, it's just to buff out that blue a little bit more. And then you can go back in with your E38 and go in with Poison again, just to layer and build up that colour. So I keep on building and building and building up that colour until I'm happy with it. Next I'm taking the colour Swallow, which is a really deep blue. And I'm going to be using a little pencil brush, a Sigma E45 tapered blending brush, really tiny one. And again, we're going to pack that colour into the crease and slightly on the lid, like it doesn't matter if it goes on the lid at all. But I'm trying to just get it right in that crease now. I'm using the very, very tip of that brush, I'm putting that right into my crease. Then I can always go back in with my other blending brush and kind of just diffuse the outer edge. Now I'm taking the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in the shade L1 Neutral. This is a really, really pale white kind of concealer, and I'm going to use this to carve out my lid. This is literally a paintbrush that I'm going to use to get a really nice straight line because it's like a perfect square kind of brush. And it doesn't really matter that the concealer is mixing with the blue on my lid because my lid is going to be blue as well. I don't love this concealer underneath my eyes, but I do love it for exactly this purpose. And because it's so white and light, it means any colour that you put over the top is going to stand out true to colour. Then I'm taking that pencil brush again and just going over those outer edges. And once you're happy with that shape, try not to look up. I'm going to be using this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the colour Sugar, which is a really pretty blue. And a little Zoeva brush. And I'm going to pack that onto that lid. I haven't used ColourPop shadows in a minute and I forgot how much I love them. They're so metallic and beautiful. Now I have this really cool, almost like a white to blue gradient. And because there's no such thing as too much glitter, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Eyeliner in Distortion. This is a kind of a white glitter with a blue and greenish reflect, and it also has like a tiny bit of pink in it. It's really cool. And what I'm going to do is paint this right along that line. So it's just going halfway across my eyelid, just to add a little extra glam. Just gonna wait for that to dry. While I'm waiting for the glitter to dry, I'm gonna do some Rimmel Glam'Eyes. And I'm also adding a wing on the end because I wouldn't be me without it. Now we're going to start working on the under eyes. I'm going to use a little bit of the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in... This one does not have a shade on it, but I'm assuming it's just light. The sticker must have come off. Just using my wet beauty blender to blend that out. Oh my god. I just realised why I wanted to do blue and green eye makeup today. Today, I got a new fish. And he is blue and green. Exactly like this colour. That's so funny. I'm clearly influenced by my surroundings because I didn't even realise until just then. He is the newest addition to our little household. His name is Gummy and he is named after Pinkie Pie's alligator pet from My Little Pony. And he was just so cute and little. I had to get him because my last beta sadly died when I was in Canada. I'm not blaming anyone. So today I decided I would get a replacement fishy friend, and I went to the pet shop and I saw him and he was so little. Like, he's way smaller than any other betas that I've had, so I kind of had to get him. He's so pretty and cute and like just so freaking cute. So that apparently is where I've drawn this eye makeup from. Now I'm going to do underneath my eyes, so I'm going to basically repeat the same steps that we did before. So starting with Safe Word, and then I'm going to use Poison and blend that outer edge into that wing, and then Swallow. Now I'm taking Makeup Forever's Waterproof Eye Pencil in 52L and just popping that in my waterline. And that is the eye makeup so far. I'm going to move on to doing my base and then we'll finish off after. To prime my face, I'm using the Embryolisse Lait-Creme, which is meant to be the 24-hour miracle cream, and it works amazingly underneath makeup. And while this is soaking in, I will do my brows off camera. Brows are filled in. I used a combination of MAC's Ash Blonde Brow Gel Line and Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in Taupe. This one's too light, this one's too dark. Mix them together. I think it turned out okay. This is the first time I'm trying this little combination, and I feel like now I can use both of these products and actually use them up. So that's good. Now I'm going to take that same Too Faced concealer and carve out my brows very lightly. Just make a nice little shoop shoop. This is a slightly fluffy brush. It's going to stop the line from looking too harsh. Et voila. Nice and crisp, but not too crisp. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to use a mixture of Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk in number 2 and Too Faced Born This Way in Snow. Let's mix them together and see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks good enough. Just using my beauty blender again. I did equal amounts of those two foundations. So the Luminous Silk isn't quite full coverage. It's very natural. And then the Too Faced is a medium to full coverage. So together they look really nice. So keeping it nice and fresh on your forehead makes you look younger, which is always good. I'm just adding a bit more where I have those kind of eczema areas, which are really sucky. Just building up the coverage a bit in those areas. And then I'm going to use a little bit more of that Born This Way concealer and pop that on the areas where I need it. I'm actually really happy with that base. I'm using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Spotlight in Moonstone, which is like a liquid highlight basically. And I'm just going to be patting that onto the tops of my cheekbones. in Cupid's bow, so that when I put my highlight on later, it's going to really like stand out. While we're working with those kind of cream products, I'm going to be using the Vani-T mineral color stick in the color Berry Parfait, and I'm just going to use a little bit on the end of my beauty blender and just kind of tap that into my cheeks. I'm using like the lightest amount possible though, so I don't really want to bring out any redness in my cheeks now that I have so much freaking eczema right there. So it just adds a little bit more warmth and healthiness to the cheeks. Now I'm going to lightly dust over that cheekbone area with the RCMA No Color Powder. Really, really lightly just go over this cheekbone area. Going to be using this SL Miss Glam. It's like a tapered blush brush. It's really cool. And the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer, and just working that into my cheekbone. Now that my base is pretty much done, I'm going to move on to doing my eyes again, and I'm just going to finish off this look with some mascara and lashes. Okay, mascara and lashes are on and drying. Now I'm going to add a couple little embellishments to the eye makeup. So I have these little tiny, these are like nail crystals or whatever. I think I bought these like 5 years ago. So these all come in different colors, so I'm going to get the ones that are baby blue. They are like tiny, tiny little crystals. And I'm going to just add one into the inner corner of each eye. So using the little teeniest, tiniest amount of lash glue, I'm going to just pop a dot in the inner corner with some tweezers and popping it on the inner corner. Cute, cute, cute. And the last step is going to be lips, so I'm going to use Makeup Forever's Artist Liquid Matte in 101, which is a really pretty nude. I really like that colour with this eye makeup actually. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. Need to put some highlight on. This is Becca's Moonstone. Like we used the liquid highlight on our cheekbones, I'm going to set that with the actual highlight. How could I forget? Using a Makeup Forever brush 142. It's so nice having clean brushes all of a sudden. Oh, that's much better. And I think that is about it. Let me just brush my hair and I'll do some narcissistic posing, and then I'll be back with you. I am so in love with how this makeup turned out. I think it's so funny that I kind of subconsciously decided to do the colours of my new fish, but I mean, hey, it worked out amazingly. Oh, I just love it. I love this kind of makeup. So thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what else you'd like to see from me, and other than that, I hope you all are having a really great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!